folks. Okay, dokie, folks. It looks like we're getting into this game too. This is the semi-finals of the Majors qualifying game between Boreal Esports and For the Pig. Boreal Esports, it was pretty even until Bakemono took him out of the jungle and killed everyone. Said, I'm done farming, I'm an AM, let me slay. So, other than that, Boreal up one game.
Remaining.
For the Pig, hopefully they can make it, bring us to a game 3. Once again, I'm Llama Down Under. I'm joined by Mr. Tea Time and about 7 llamas on stats.
And I am not from the UK. Tea technically originates from Asia, as I was just discussing with about 7 llamas.
Yeah. So, either way, lots of us loving tea here. Me being Australian and somewhat Asian, we also love the tea. So let's get into this. We got a Doom ban out first thing. He's been buffed, pretty powerful. I like seeing him banned out first.
10 seconds remaining.
I think he can just do a lot all over the map that maybe you're not expecting with a Scorched Earth buff.
And even then, Doom is always definitely very strong, though, with the nerf coming out to his ultimate that it doesn't remove passives without Aghanim's. Sure, he did fall off a little bit, but now he's back with a fire inside of him. Alchemist once again being banned out.
Yeah.
Are these the same sides?
No, these are the opposite.
No, they're not. Okay,
So,
because I was wondering why For the Pig banned it out.
it is something where I guess For the Pig also agrees that the
Because this is kind of reminding me of Leshrac. He being picked up though, immediately by Boreal. One of the heroes that wasn't actually touched in 6.85, so definitely one of the strongest mid laners, and interested to see what For the Pig goes for.
Kikoni also plays a fantastic Templar Assassin, but the thing is, I have seen a game where Kikoni's Templar Assassin was feeding and Bakemono had to pull him out with his AM.
I was about to bring up the Darkseer pick, perhaps coming through, and even the Winter Wyvern is in the pool FTP. You seem more than comfortable picking that up in the second pick in the last game, so perhaps we see that coming out. Arctic Burn pretty good against the Refraction, can help you gank up that TA early on.
Yeah, and he's still very powerful, a great thing. And also, the nice thing about Darkseer, yeah, maybe they go for the AM again on Boreal or something, and it's going to really just pump them up, right? The Darkseer can steal that and make an illusion.
I mean, it's definitely very scary playing up against Darkseer. However, at the same time, Anti-Mage versus Darkseer in the lane matchup, if we look over to a few years ago, Black and Burning both talked about it. Anti-Mage does very well against Darkseer. You just burn up his mana and it doesn't even matter if you kill him or not. He's basically going to be getting absolutely nothing in that lane without the mana to be able to perform the Iron Shell. So Darkseer, a bit of a love-hate relationship going on with the Anti-Mage, as we do see a Winter Wyvern being picked up for the Pig. For the Pig. Not too surprising coming out. They did seem pretty comfortable on that hero. Of course, it didn't get off to the start that they would have liked it to, not getting the experience against that Tuskless dual lane.
Yeah. We've also seen that Wyvern does very well against the TA and certainly can rotate up there, giving her a little bit of hell early on with that Arctic Burn. But I don't know. We just saw they tried to run the Wyvern in and she really just sat in the safe lane trying to protect their farmer, and I don't think that worked out for them.
I'm very surprised with this pick coming through from Boreal. I thought they would go for the Tusk again because Japans played pretty well on that. They were able to get a lot of good aggression out. But I suppose perhaps not wanting to push their luck and trying for something different, but in the same way as they pick up Witch Doctor slightly earlier on. Getting a bit of that sustain, not letting For the Pig have it. Perhaps a bit of a deny pick coming through. We did see how much work the sustain did in that top lane a few times, helping save the Spectre. The Slark ban does come through from Boreal. Night Stalker being taken out by For the Pig. I do expect a Tusk being taken out from the pool. I don't think they want to let Japans have that again. It definitely seems like one of his more comfortable heroes. And you talked about Japans perhaps having a bit of a small hero pool, and Tusk definitely one of those.
I think it's really funny as well, just because who knows if, you know, you're saying, oh, ban out the Tusk, but at the same time, it's not like a lot of these players, of course, can play many heroes, and so if you ban out the Tusk, maybe they get in with something else that they're actually very good with. So always, I think it's very hard against this lineup, especially where this Boreal lineup pretty new. So I don't know how much For the Pig has been able to study their new roster.
Team ban.
Apparently, people can't hear me on Dota TV, which is
Are
surprising.
you open mic in team?
I am open mic in
Then
Dota
it could just
TV.
be a bug. So
Yeah.
there are plenty of reborn bugs. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Radiant team
Either way, we've got the Spectre ban out. For the Pig doesn't want that picked up by Boreal, but this Ember ban out makes me think we're gonna see a PL. Although Doxia, Wyvern.
Why
that's
is this
all...
completely opposite? Like,
I
Only
think
played the phenomenal Ember Spirit last game. For the Pig picked up Spectre, and they're both banning out their own heroes.
yeah. I also think that this is still a fantastic AM game, just because you already have 2 int bombs in Doxia and Wyvern.
Yeah, definitely. But I think the Ember ban was more because they have a Templar Assassin. Flameguard does very well against the Refraction, and despite Ember being a bit of a weak laner, he does fairly well against TA. It's a bit of a love-hate relationship once again, though TA with the Mel does reduce his armor significantly. But Wind Ranger, another hero that does significantly well against the TA, giving a bit of lockdown with the Shackle, a powerful nuke, and a lot of ways to be able to get the kill onto a TA with a rotation coming through from maybe the Winter Wyvern, who we already talked about is good at rotating in on that Veiled Assassin.
Yeah. And the
5
other thing, though, is she is another int bomb. So they go with the Japan's offlane Enchantress. I've seen this once. It would not die, and was a bit problematic. For the Pig, though, I think if they don't pick up the AM, Boreal is just going to get that, and it's going to be another game where AM runs everyone down.
AM is very good against... If there was any offlaner other than the Darkseer, I would say that it's a risky pick, simply because Enchantress will be going in the jungle, and that does weaken your lanes, but simply because of how strong Anti-Mage is versus the Darkseer, I think that's what really allows Boreal to be able to go for that themselves. That being said, AM is pretty good over here. TA is good at helping people snowball in the early game, which is bad for the Anti-Mage. However, for the pick, if they pick up AM, they've got 2 int heroes for the mana bomb. They've got a pretty reliable way of taking out the Refraction, even late game when the Anti-Mage does have his Monster style up. Templar Assassin not the best at clearing up illusions and making sure which one is the real one, and does have some mana issues in the late game if you do have that mana burn going in onto you. So yeah. I could see For the Pig picking that up themselves.
Definitely. And we're gonna be waiting on they're actually running through a lot of reserve time for the Pig to pick up a... I'm really concerned. They keep these are all int heroes. What's happening? Did they just get schooled by the Anti-Mage, or were we in different games? I feel like they're begging for the oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh!
Couldn't have called this. I felt like they were begging for the Anti-Mage. Maybe For the Pig knew it wasn't going to be an Anti-Mage, and we have a Drow. I think we got...
Oh my god, I love this.
We got a lot of ranged heroes. This is going to help a lot of their lanes as well.
TA with the Drow Aura, Enchantress with the Drow Aura. This is going to hurt so much. And For the Pig have so many squishy heroes. Other than the Darkseer, they're all so squishy. I love this. I don't know how effective it's going to be because there's a lot of lockdown coming out. Every hero has some sort of disable. Vacuum being the weakest one, and that's pretty strong too. Clockwork has been banned out by For the Pig though, which is slightly surprising, I think. But not that much, so Clockwork definitely would have been very good over here against the Darkseer, against the Wind Ranger. Hell, even against the Lina. Winter Wyvern, not that much. The Cold Embrace does help quite a bit.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like the AM could have been better, but I am happy to see a new hero. And
has Drow been picked up a single time in this patch?
I think she has been picked up, yes, because I saw a Drow Visage lineup used in the major quals. So
she was buffed too, yeah.
Yeah. So, but we will find out. I'm sure about 7 Lomans can get on that stat if he isn't paused out dead. So
Drow's been picked 7 times this far.
Okay.
Okay. Out of how many matches?
Yeah.
She's been played in 7 games. I'll get you the exact number of matches that have been played on this patch.
Okay. Sure. But definitely it's I don't even know what to talk about when the Drow Ranger has come out. I haven't seen this in play for so long, other than Cloud9 occasionally ran their Drow Visage strats, but Visage coming through is very unlikely unless this is a core Enchantress on the off lane. EA being picked up, though it's a good blink target, it's a good counter towards the Drow Ranger, not so much the Enchantress or the Templar Assassin though, so definitely a little bit worried, and it is going to be a core Enchantress. on the off lane.
Oh, yeah, I
think.
100% knew that. Sorry, I didn't know we would even debating that. It's something they pick for Jeppens really commonly.
I did not.
It's a
I've never seen
Boreal.
that.
It's a Boreal
Other than
thing.
in my pubs, I've never seen that.
Yeah, the supports on Boreal either don't play the Enchantress or something, because it's always given to Jeppens in all the matches I've seen of Boreal, so... Either way, let's get into this time. Holy cow, is this an early Roshan? I think this might be a level 1 Roshan coming out. Let me quickly introduce the players. We've got Bakemono on the Drow Ranger. You might as well do it now if you're going to do it anywhere, because this game, this will help you get into the thing. We've got Enchantress Jeppens already skilling up that Untouchable. We've got the Howl coming out of PQ on that Venge. Pizza Dad has picked up the Voodoo Restoration. Let's keep everybody healthy. Templar Assassin has Meld. This Roshan is going down. Do you want to introduce our other side?
Happening.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to know.
I think I'll do it after the Roshan.
Okay, we'll just keep watching it.
This is happening.
Now, Jeppens is taking a lot of damage. The Untouchable is slowing things down. He's going to back up, and Sal TA will take a lot of damage for a while, and then they can just have Jeppens go back into it. Roche is at only minus 5 armor, or minus 1 armor. He's got 5 armor lost, but it's enough, and it's actually a really fast Roshan. Holy shit, this Roche fell 30 seconds before the timer. Amber, I'm hoping that you closed bets super early, because we can't let people see this level 1 Roshan. So, well, they threw out the good luck, have fun off the fact. Would you like to introduce for the pig?
The BM coming through.
No, you just can't throw it early because you got to focus on Roshan.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I am actually, we see a Drow, we see a level 1 Roche. I'm so happy I stayed up till 4 AM to cast this.
The battle begins.
Do you want to introduce
yeah, sorry.
I know, you're just in shock, I understand.
Yeah, definitely. We've got triple 1 on the Winter Wyvern. Darkseer being played up by Zoe. Wind Ranger going to be having a very rough time on this bottom lane. Level 1 against the entire level 2 squad of Boreal. White going to be picking that up. Lina, Daily Dance. Boots first build on him. Alex on the top lane on this Phantom Assassin. And in the middle we have the Darkseer versus the TA. Definitely a matchup that Zoe's going to be more than comfortable playing, but...
Certainly wasn't the matchup we were expecting. It looks like top, they're going down on the Drow. They get the first blood after maybe losing the Roshan, thinking that it was going to be really hard, but getting the first blood on the Drow.
Pig saying, well, guys, Aegis are not too bad.
Yeah.
Who has Aegis?
It is probably on the mid.
Enchantress.
Oh no, it's on Enchantress. That actually makes a lot of sense.
So he has the Wind Run up and ready. He might be forced to use it. Jeppens, though, with the Nature's Descendants, is healing up. Wind Run, you gotta use it.
Gonna go down.
God.
She's trying to use the Wind Run, but she can't get off any shots because of the Untouchable, and this is what I'm talking about. Jeppens just stands in lane, tanks it. It looks like Lena's going down top, though. 2 more auto attacks, and she falls. Stuns coming out. Now they're working on the Phantom Assassin. No points in Blur yet. She's gonna go down as well. Maybe they got the first blood, but it is not gonna be enough. So...
surprisingly, Kikoni doing pretty well against this Darkseer.
Yep. And we're gonna need to make a clip of this level 1 Roshan because that is a fast...
We do need that.
I feel like this is one of the fastest Roshans I've seen. It was 30 seconds before the spawn with a team that wasn't super obvious, so... And again, Wipe is trying to go on Jeppens, but gonna try to Wind Run and stand it up, but she can't. Even if she got off the power shot, and look at how much Jeppens is healing up. And the
top lane, they're going in onto PQ. They might get a kill over here. Arctic Burn going through a couple more right clicks needed, but Pizza Dad with the Voodoo Restoration we'll be able to get a lot of damage onto Daily Dance, almost getting the kill, even the wave coming through from the Vengeful Spirit. Stun comes out though, and with the Cold Embrace, Daily Dance will be able to live to fight another day. Yeah.
Pizza Dad now out of all of his mana though, that's one of the nice side effects, right? They did a lot of damage, but he either needs to go back to Fountain or ferry out a lot more regen. So... Phantom Lesson also only level 2. This is the power and downside of tri-lanes. Nobody having a lot of levels, so just the level 1 Roche, I think, gave them a huge advantage in the tri-lane, each having 2 spells up.
Definitely giving them an advantage all around. Even the Vengeful Spirit, she's forced back to base, but with the level advantage that they already had, she doesn't mind that all too much. Yeah. I'm honestly surprised that they did go for an aggressive tri-lane, considering that Boreal does have the level 1 Roche advantage.
I don't think they knew, and they didn't want to rotate. Looks like we're having some action. Yeah, things calm down. The Light Strike Array doesn't manage to hit. They're actually still throwing daggers, trying to make sure Venge can't get in range for Magic Missile, but that's on cooldown, so not quite sure. Probably just casually throwing it out. So, The Darkseer mid is also interesting. I'm sorry, I have it on net worths, but looking at last hits, Darkseer is doing
He's
pretty
doing really well.
I mean, you expect that, right? You shouldn't be missing.
No,
It's a shorter lane.
Actually no, because TA Darkseer is one of the most stereotypical counters. It's like, okay, you pick a Shadow Fiend against the Queen of Pain, you expect your Shadow Fiend to lose that matchup. Darkseer versus TA is pretty similar story.
I don't think I understand.
It's one of the old.
We've got a stun coming out onto the top lane. They're gonna have a lot of slow arrows, but there is the blink away. The cogs, the coconuts will bounce. Maybe they can get off Lina. They have slow arrows. She's gonna go down, but there's a cold embrace when the last auto attack is flying, and now they need to get the hell away. There is no shackle shot up on this Windrunner yet. She just has Windrun and power shot level 2. Can they get off a good power shot with that? Oh, the dodge of the power shot. A nice play by Pizza Dad. Dragon Slave making him low, but he's gonna be a-okay up top. Do you want to explain the TA Darkseer matchup?
Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised. I think Ion Shell would proc
Darkseer, Ion Shell does proc it, but Darkseer, especially since TA only has 1 level in the Cyblades, TA normally does really badly against Darkseer. You normally end up, like Wagamama talked about this a lot too, when you're up against the Darkseer, you almost need the 2 levels in the Cyblades, if not 3. But yeah, I guess Kikoni's just outplaying him.
Also, we have to remember he got the free level. What?
Yeah, of course there is that. Yeah.
So he's actually going ham, but yeah, only 1 point in Sideblade. I understand needing the 2 points in Sideblade and maybe meaning you can't go elsewhere with your build. But Kikoni's build is already all over the place. He had to pick up Meld level 1 for the Roshan, right? We see a lot of folks prefer to sometimes max Meld, sometimes max the refractions. Oh, a light strike and he hits Kikoni. I think he's gonna go down. He can't take any more auto attacks. Oh, but he uses the meld strike. Can he kill her before she kills him? And yeah, Kikoni stops, keeps attacking while the Lina stops. So Kikoni
he has
might
1,000 gold on him. He should spend his money. He should be going down over here. Darkseer will be able to chase him up. There is a boots up on both of them. The refraction, you see, that's what I mean. Refraction literally goes down in a split second.
That's what I thought the Darkseer would win the matchup.
I did say the Darkseer wins the matchup.
Oh, okay. Wipe getting... sorry, I misunderstood earlier when we were discussing. In the meantime, though, this super big dive, they're diving into a Darkseer. He doesn't have a point in vacuum already, and Pizza Dad is going to get out.
The karate shot pumping there in time.
So.
Sorry, a bit of miscommunication perhaps coming out for the both.
Yeah, I thought you meant, like, TA would be fine, and I was like, no,
No.
So, yeah, we were in agreement. Sounds good.
Definitely. Black Eye Mono, though, pretty farmed as well. He... sitting behind his Enchantress and his TA, but he does have his Strez and the stick up.
Oh my goodness, so I saw that kill down bottom. I didn't know she would get it. No blow procs for Phantom Assassin, and Phantom Assassin ran away from the impetus and it killed her. So...
that does tend to happen when you run away from the impetus.
There's nothing I could even say about it. It was just unfortunate timing and, TA, yeah, there we go.
Apparently TA does win, so I guess we're both wrong.
No, I don't think it's an exclusive mid matchup though.
Right? Oh yeah, of course.
That's often going to be Darkseer elsewhere on the map, and I think that's a bit hard.
Yeah.
But that is the overall heroes. This Darkseer will be getting a lot better form than most offlane Darkseers, I think.
I suppose you could say that, but at the same time, he has been forced to go for a bottle instead of a Soul Ring. And a Soul Ring is definitely very important just because the instant burst mana that it gives you allows you to be able to get the mech off no matter what happens. Bottle can sometimes delay it a bit. TP coming in onto top lane, Wipe getting pursued up. There's a magic missile from long range coming through, and Jeppins will not be able to do too much. Impetus is there, one more is all that he needs, and he gets the kill.
And we can see Jeppins already showing how powerful the Impetus can be. The funny thing about Impetus is it's very mana expensive. But with the way she's using it, especially since she got it so early being in that off lane, she just needs a couple hits and everybody goes down.
I think he's going for a 4-star too, so going to be helping his Drow out a lot if the TA does want to blink in on her.
Can you, like, throw your Impetus at them and then 4-staff them further away from you while they're running?
Yes, you can.
That's dirty. She's doing it again. She almost 3-shot. Phantom Assassin. Shackle gonna actually latch. There's gonna be a power shot, but they get the stun out. And is there another Impetus to come out? There is.
Oh,
Jeffins.
Goodness.
A murderer. And yeah, I don't think these return kills. Actually, Lina.
Arctic
Oh goodness, she's taking so much damage. She's gonna go down as well. Jeffins is taking over this game.
Sorry.
How is this possible? She's going down as well. I don't even know what to say, right? Like, I've never seen such a big Enchantress.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Boreal looking pretty hot.
this is 8 minutes in as well, let us remember. And
Bottom lane, Alex going on to Pizza Dad, might get a kill over here. It's all he's getting from this game is it looks like he's not even level 6 yet, poor guy. EP coming in though, this might be a turnaround. Kami is in the vicinity, he goes in, he gets him melted. Alex gets the kill but will trade his life for it.
Radiant's top tower is
That did be Alex.
Yeah, not the most worth it, but given how far behind they are, we're gonna see that kill probably, yeah, definitely be in favor of the Phantom Assassin. We're already at a 7.5k net worth lead. Like,
It's a casual ring of regen.
Oh, Enchantress finally maybe gonna go down? As Doxia working on her on the back lines, but the untouchable means they just can't auto-attack her. Doxia realizing he needs to go on someone else. Japan's healing up with those healing wisps. Doesn't have any more mana for the impetus. Could pop one impetus, and with the runaway, is that going to be 2? It kills off the Doxia, are you kidding? Now Wipe taking a lot of damage as well, and he's going to get... No, he's going to be able to wind run away. So this impetus... Oh, Bakemono might actually go down.
Gets a kill onto Bakemono. Alex getting the experience as well, and PQ soon to follow.
Yeah, they're gonna probably kill off PQ, but he's still got the kill. He swaps away. Oh, nice play there. Pizza Dad might actually go in for the kill onto Daily Dance, and there's nothing Daily Dance can do here. PA might come in, but I don't think... Oh, with the help of the Octic Bone, PA is just fine to get this kill. And he's actually not coming near wanting to dodge those coconuts. But now Lost Hit gonna go to Phantom Assassin, a kill she desperately needs. So, either way...
So we have a level 1 Roche, we have an Enchantress going absolutely berserk. Yeah. She went for a Yule Scepter, by the way, so it looks like perhaps a casual Ring of Regen.
Yeah, I'm not super sure what exactly the Yule's is for, but of course it does give her a move speed bonus if nothing else, and provides a little bit of lockdown. So, she can also use it when the Windrunner just waste out the time of the Windrun. So.
Of course.
And they're going
Zoe,
into bottom lane. Yeah, Zoe, I think
gets a surge up though, but the stun from the magic missile means this will be another Roshan. 10 minutes in, Boreal, they've got 6,000 experience, 10,000 gold, 10 minutes in. And that's just going to be going down with the Roshan. Going their way. They haven't even upgraded their courier. They've got 2 Roches, they've got a farm Enchantress, they've got super farm supports, and they don't upgrade the courier.
Yeah, I'll tell PQ off for that next time. So, yeah, not upgrading their courier, very interesting business there. And Japan's just tanking the tower, because you can do that with maxed healing. You don't need any points in that enchant, because you're not going to the creep wave. You can just put points in stats now.
I'm actually just looking at this poor donkey.
Yeah, they're going ham now on Daily Ice. I don't know if you wanted to surge her. She's going to get further away from the impetus. She goes down in pretty much one shot with the Meld Strike, so... This game already looking very out of control for Boreal. And our last game was pretty even.
Early on, it wasn't even, but it wasn't this out of hand, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a pretty... I think that stat tells the story of how this game is going, and looks like I'm gonna go to sleep pretty early on.
Yeah, it looks like they're sieging this tower. They're going in. Zoe taking a lot of damage, but Zoe gonna go down. Now 1-1-1. They're not even gonna bother. They're just gonna work on the tower, and Impetus still being thrown around by Enchantress doesn't quite latch on the Windrunner. And there is finally a Winter's Curse, but Japan's, he didn't have it right-clicked, so doesn't get the Impetus damage on those allies. He's actually manually activating it each and every time. And it goes through because it's pure damage, so this Lina gonna fall as well. For the pigs just getting run over. They're gonna lose our racks at 12 minutes in. I don't want to say a game is over before it's over, but this looks really grim.
On the plus side, for the pig, they've got very low-level heroes, so they respawn really quickly. Yeah. So they might be able to throw bodies at them until they kind of just get tired and go away.
And there certainly can be the overextension coming out of Boreal. Sometimes you think you're very far ahead, but they have so much sustain. They have the Voodoo Restoration, they have the Healing Wisp. Doesn't look like their team is going
And
home.
They have 2 Observer Wards down and 2 Sentry Wards.
Yeah, they think that they've won this. There's going to be the Octic Bone coming out. The Shackle doesn't latch. Lina does hit the Light Strike Array, but all of that while the TA had up Refractions. Kikoni going in super ham. Oh my goodness, almost one-shots Lina. Instead, she's going to manage to get the 2-shot. There is a beautiful Death Ward bouncing around, and it does manage to get a bunch of those kills. I wouldn't be surprised if this is our GG call.
Well, I mean, our stats man has a very convincing point. 22,000 net worth lead, 12 minutes in is apparently a lot.
Yeah, there's gonna be the meld used up on Kikoni. Gonna see if he can save one of his teammates. The TA blinks away onto him, but he has the Aegis. And yeah, PA don't think she wanted to go there. That is the buyback expended. So that's the GG call.
GG is called.
13-minute second game. First game was much longer, and I'm not quite sure where it all went wrong, but it did. So either way, thank you for joining me, Tea Time Dota. I'm Llama Down Under. I was joined by Tea Time Dota and About 7 Llamas. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook as Llama Down Under. I would love your feedback on how to get better as a caster, and look forward to seeing you next time. Do you have any last words, Tea Time or About 7 Llamas?
Sure, you can check me out over on twitch.tv/TeaTimeDota, twitter.com/TeaTimeDota, and be sure to bug Llama to let me co-cast with her a bit more often. And I'll be seeing you guys. Thank you for having me.
So hopping out then, because About 7 Llamas rarely says anything except, am I muted? We'll go to the lobby splash screen. I'll try to keep